Please stand by for further details. We return you now to your regularly scheduled program.
Hello to those of you who are feeling called to this reading in particular. Welcome to your mystery reading. The first thing that we're going to do is shuffle out a card from the Magical Dogs Tarot to get the context or the general energy of your reading. If you'd like to be a part of the community that I'm trying to create, subscribe and hit that notification bell. And before I get you your first card, remember that this is a general reading that could be meant for more than one person. So if you're struggling to find meaning in a message, that's okay. Just let it go because it might just be meant for someone else. And if it truly was meant for you, the universe and your spirit guides will make that obvious to you either sometime during this reading or sometime during your journey. Alright, let's see. I'm going to shuffle these just once. Okay, so we have the Page of Pentacles. It's interesting because this fox here, based on the reflection from the light that I have over here, it looks like there's light shining on that fox. So I feel like that fox is being illuminated. And what a fox represents to me is strategy, making smart decisions. There could be a warning here in terms of a choice to not choose. It's basically like a choice between your soul and your ego, and you're being guided to choose your soul. The phrase selling your soul could be significant. I'm feeling something here about temptation as well. That devil energy is definitely coming through for somebody. And it's taking away from your skills, your abilities in some way. I do feel that there is a lot of darkness in this energy, or there used to be a lot of darkness in your energy. Depending on where you are, regardless, your inner child is definitely significant here. Maybe your younger self is trying to come through to tell you something or to show you something. I'm also feeling something here about how the best way to get someone's attention is to defend the kids, or defend the children. So if that doesn't resonate, don't worry about it. I saw 3, 4, 5. If it doesn't resonate, it doesn't resonate for a reason. Maybe this just isn't your reading if it doesn't resonate, but I don't know. I feel like even, anyone could find messages in this video. Just make sure that you are trusting yourself and listening to your inner voice and not your fear and your ego and stuff like that. A lot of tarot readers say that your fear and ego is very loud, your inner voice is quiet and comforting. So that might be an important thing for someone to note there. So 432, it's important to recognize or to note or whatever for a reason. I do feel here for someone that getting out more could be helpful or healing in some way. I saw 444. I feel like maybe it could help you bring more stability into your life. Not only getting out in nature, but also recognizing and respecting the nature and the humanity that exists within yourself. I feel like that's a warning to not, don't be too hard on yourself, because it's really distorting your judgment and your decision-making skills. It's interesting that skills come through. Maybe you have a specific skill that whenever you're not in a healthy mindset, that skill doesn't flourish as much as it, as when you are in a healthy mindset. So that might be a good signifier for you to understand when you need to look within, when you're not doing as good as you usually do. Maybe someone here is definitely feeling distracted, tempted. But it's like, it's because of the imbalance between the light and the darkness within you, or rejecting parts of yourself. I definitely feel that there could be a weight here that you need to release, and this is really making me think of the 10 of Wands. So maybe your inner child is coming through with a message about liberation, breaking out of some sort of cage, freedom, maybe coming through to tell you that the world is your playground, not a prison. Or that's not what it's intended to be. Anyway, maybe the universe here is really, really trying to connect with you about the meaning of life, why we die, why we lose things. I think the universe is really trying to connect with your inner child. And I think this energy is very, very interesting. Wow. I see very, very interesting, and I see the back of the deck. Let me first say that I'm going to get a card from the Ancestor Spirit. We're going to look deeper into this to see what your ancestors have to say about the situation. We have, this Notice the Signs card. Investigate symbols, nature spirits. Look how much green there is too on both of these cards, and the color blue has been extremely significant in the readings that I recently recorded today. I'm not going to take this card, but definitely I already did feel, this confirmed what I was already feeling, in that there's like some interesting messages, signs, or synchronicities that the universe and your spirit guides are trying to show you, or like the way the universe communicates with you might feel very spiritual and just clarifying in some way, or resonating in some way. It's hard to describe, but let's see what your ancestors have to say besides paying attention to what they're trying to show you or say to you through signs and stuff. Wow. Okay. So we have begin writing now, create, express, inspire. If automatic writing is something that you do, maybe there's a message here that the universe, your ancestors, maybe the universe too, and other spirit guides, but specifically your ancestors might want to communicate with you through writing, through automatic writing or journaling, or for me personally, actually I do feel called to show you this. It says, use tarot cards to communicate with us, please. So if you're feeling called to use tarot cards instead of writing, that could be an option for you too. Maybe there's just a creative medium in general that your ancestors and all of these spiritual beings are trying to communicate with you through. They're trying to communicate through you. And as soon as that clicked for me, I saw 1010. So they're really, really trying to communicate through you. I feel like there's a message here that they have for you that you are being called to channel. And it feels somehow connected to your inner child. What is your inner child trying to tell you? What is your ancestors, those before you, trying to tell you? That honestly kind of gave a warning type of feeling. But, not in a way to scare you, but like, I don't know. If you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. If you didn't feel anxious about it before, don't feel anxious about it now. But yeah, you need to create or express in some way, and that might also help inspire you for sure. Maybe what all of these entities are trying to communicate to you is inspiration. I feel quite a blocked energy. Like there's a lot of creativity and a lot of fire here and a lot of passion, but it's blocked from being invested in what means the most to you. I feel like there's something significant here about redirecting your energy through creative expression or communication or something like that. Next, I'm going to wrap up this reading with an index card from this deck here. Okay. Says, I know that we need to work on communication. So you may already be aware that the universe and your spirit guides are trying to communicate with you. We have I'm tired of wishing, and I feel like I see clearly when I think about our future. I also feel called to show you will be heard. These are just some cards that I feel attracted to. And then I see this one. Listen to music to receive communication from the universe. That's just crazy to see, because I recorded a reading today all about the universe trying to communicate with someone through music. So it could be music, it could be writing, it could be tarot cards, just anything. Like how you communicate with the universe, with your spirit guides, might be different from other people, and that's okay. Just, like this card says, knowing that you need to work on the communication with the universe and your spirit guides. Keep doing that. Keep trying to understand. Well, the first thing I do want to tell you that, based on my experience, healing is what strengthens your psychicness or psychic skills or abilities or whatever. Maybe that's the skill that's being disrupted here. The psychic skill. That's interesting, actually. That's very confirming for me, honestly. So pay attention to, I think it's your inner child that communicates best with the universe, or that recognizes communication from the universe easier. And so you need to heal your inner child so that way you can see again in some way. There's definitely this, stay curious about your healing, your growth, your faith, and definitely what you're capable of on a spiritual level. Stay focused on your healing. I saw 4, 5, 6, and trust that this healing that you're doing is happening for a reason. But that will be the end of your reading. I really hope that it was helpful or relevant in some way. If you'd like to hit the like button to show me that, that is the best way to support me. And if you'd like to offer even more support, you can do so by donating to the thanks button directly below the video. Absolutely not obligated, but always very much appreciated. Feel free to leave a comment down below if you have any. I'd really love to connect with you more. And thank you so much to those of you who have shown your support thus far. It really means a lot to me, and it always makes a difference. And the last thing that I want to say is thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you around.